It's the big lie. Big lie. I was being reminded by a friend of mine, and maybe you were with me, I can't recall, when we were told that, Goebbels in The Great Lie, you keep repeating the lie, to repeat the lie over and over and over again. You say it and say it and say it and say it.
Let's start with the big lie.
Donald Trump's big lie.
It comes back to the big lie.
Spreading his big lie.
By the big lie.
The Republican big lie.
When he set up his big lie.
Depend on this big lie.
Continue to believe in the big lie.
The big lie is
to turn the big lie.
Stood up against the big lie.
The Republican big lie.
Otherwise, this big lie is
To point out that the big lie.
What lead manager Raskin referred to as the big lie.
he is still pushing the big lie.
Or taking the big lie.
The party of the big lie.
Donald Trump is employing Goebbels' big lie theory.
The big lie is, unfortunately, alive and well in the fever swamps of the far right.
The great masses will more easily fall victims to a big lie than to a small one.
Adolf Hitler said that, and he broadcast the big lie to the world. The Hitler gang joined in. The big lie growing bigger. The Nazi voices are still now, but the big lie lives.
if you tell a lie big enough and keep repeating it, people will eventually come to believe it. The lie can be maintained only for such time as the state can shield the people from the political, economic, and/or military consequences of the lie. It thus becomes vitally important for the state to use all of its powers to repress dissent. For the truth is the mortal enemy of the lie, and thus, by extension, the truth is the greatest enemy of the state.
If Stacey Abrams doesn't win in Georgia, they stole it. It's clear. It's clear. And I say that publicly, it's clear.
You can run the best campaign. You can even become the nominee. And you can have the election stolen from you.
I have an objection because 10 of the 29 electoral votes cast by Florida were cast by electors not lawfully certified.
Is it signed by a senator?
Not as of yet, Mr. President.
In that case, the objection cannot be entertained.
The objection is in writing, and I don't care that it is not signed by a member of the Senate.
I object to the 15 votes from the state of North Carolina because of the massive voter suppression and the closing of polling booths.
There is no debate. There is no debate.
16
There is
to
no
1,
debate.
and the massive voter suppression that occurred to African Americans.
The gentleman will suspend.
I have an objection to the electoral vote.
I object because people are horrified by the overwhelming evidence.
Section 18, Title 3 of the United States Code prohibits debate.
Mr. President, I object to the certificate from the state of Georgia on the grounds that the electoral votes were not...
There's no debate.
I object to a certificate from the state of North Carolina based on violations of the Voting Rights Act.
There's no debate in the joint session.
I've objected to the counting of the electoral votes of the state of Ohio.
I object to the certificate from the state of Alabama. The electors were not lawfully certified.
I do not wish to debate. I wish to ask, is there one United States senator who will join me in this letter of
objection? There is no debate.
The objection is signed by a member of the House, but not yet by a member of the Senate.
Well, it is over.
He knows he's an illegitimate president. He knows that there were a bunch of different reasons why the election turned out the way it did.
You're not answering the question. Do you think it was... You're not using the word legitimate.
There are still legitimate concerns over the integrity of our elections and of ensuring the principle of one person, one vote.
I agree with tens of millions of Americans who are very worried that when they cast the ballot on an electronic voting machine, that there is no paper trail to record that vote.
But constantly shifting vote tallies in Ohio and malfunctioning electronic machines which may not have paper receipts have led to additional loss of confidence by the public.
One of the House managers, Mr. Cicilline, told you that this is not about the words Mr. Trump used in isolation. Rather, it is about the big lie, the claim that the election was stolen. The House managers told you that it's the big lie that incited the riot, and that the big lie was President Trump's claim that the election was not a fair election, or that the election was stolen.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.